Can start.
So, good evening to all. On behalf of the R&D cell of KK Institute of Engineering Education and Research, I, Dr. Ravindra Munje, welcome everybody for this session. I welcome our speaker, Dr. Akash Kumar Bhoi. I welcome our principal, Dr. Keshav Nandurkar. I welcome all the principals and heads of the departments of the various institutions of KK Institute of Engineering Education and Research, and all other colleges which are affiliated to KK Education Society, and all the faculty members. Once again, I welcome all of you for this session on uh, academic writing AI tools for researchers and ethical practices. The objective of organizing this kind of session is to help all the faculty members and researchers to understand the use of AI tools that can be used for writing the research paper, right from writing the title of paper, abstract, writing introduction or literature survey, what are the tools available, how we can use all those tools for writing our research paper or any research proposal that we are submitting for any funding agency. But at the same time, we also need to understand some ethical practices, like to what extent we can use all these AI tools, that also we need to understand. So on this topic, we will be guided by our speaker, Dr. Akash Kumar Bhoi. Let me introduce him very briefly. He is BTech, MTech, and PhD, and he is listed in the world's top 2% scientist for single year impact for the year 2022 and 2023. It is compiled by Joan P.A. Ioannidis, Stanford University, and published by Elsewhere BV. He is having his own registered enterprise, e-support for researcher, e-support for research, and he is also having a YouTube channel for that. He is also currently associated with the Directorate of Research, Sikkim Manipal University, as an adjunct research faculty and working as a research associate at the Wireless Network Research Laboratory, Institute of Information Science and Technologies, National Research Council, Pisa, Italy. He was appointed as the honorary title of Adjunct Fellow, Institute of Sustainable Industries and Livable Cities, Victoria University, Melbourne, Australia, for the period from 1st August 2021 to 31st July 2022. He was he was the university PhD course coordinator for research and publication ethics at Sikkim Manipal University. He is the former assistant professor of Sikkim Manipal University of Technology and served about 10 years. He is a member of IEEE, ISEIS, IAENG, an associate member of IEI, UACEE, and editorial board member reviewer of Indian and international journals. He is also a regular reviewer of reputed journals, namely IEEE, Springer, Elsewhere, Taylor Francis, Ender Science, etc. His research areas are biomedical technologies, the Internet of Things, computational intelligence, antenna, and renewable energy. He has published several papers in national and international journals and conferences, and 170 plus publications registered in Scopus database. He has also served as a numerous he has also served on numerous organizing panels for international conferences and workshops. He is currently editing several books with the Springers, Nature, Elsewhere, and CRC Press. He is also serving as a guest editor for special issues of journal like Springer, Nature, Wiley Publications, Hindavi, and Ender Science. So, on behalf of R&D cell of our institute, I extend warm welcome to Dr. Akash, and I request him to take over the charge of the session now, and please guide all the faculty members. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ravindra Munje, for the kind introduction. And as he pointed out very nicely, the topic that we have decided is for the AI tool that are there, which can help the researcher in the field of any if they are from engineering, from basic science, or from any background. And it is not only limited to the faculty member. It can be for BTech, UG, PG, or PhD scholar, or even faculty member, those who are you can say senior researcher as well. So we'll divide it into two part. What I thought is, as you can see, the ethical practices are also we have mentioned. So I will start with that part, and I will share my screen. Hope the screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So in between, if I switch to different, or if you can feel my voice is missing, please do let me know. So as the topic is academic writing, AI tool for researcher and ethical practices. So as I was telling that we thought of making it into two part. One will be the AI tool, which I will go through, the different AI tool. I will try to give a live sort of demo for those tool. And before that, we need to understand about the ethical practices, because as Dr. Ravindra has pointed out that whenever we thought of writing any, for, let's say, for a paper or for a research proposal or for anywhere like a academic writing, and that we know that there will be a digital footprint to it. Ultimately it will be published somewhere, or it will be submitted to a place, and there might be a digital footprint to it, and we have to be careful whenever we think of using any external tool such as AI tool. And the regulation and the guideline about the usage of AI tool is not clear, or even we do not have a clear cut guideline about it, like a guideline that we have for academic writing, particularly for plagiarism and the ethical integrity, that is 2018 guideline by UGC. But we do not have any clear cut guideline for this AI tool as of now. But we are onto it, and we'll cope up with the other guideline that we have, like from COPE, or from let's say from different publishers. So we'll discuss about it. So what I thought is, as we are talking about writing, academic writing, so you can relate it with any sort of writing, but just to make a picture, or to frame some sort of imagination in your mind, I thought of giving a structure of a paper. And what when we talk about writing a research paper, let's say, or any paper or review paper, whatever it is, we can divide into certain component. Like here, as you can see, like the title, abstract, keyword, you can relate it with the head person. If, let's say, somebody is, if we are comparing it with a human being, so we can say the title, abstract, and keyword can be related to the head person. The introduction, literature review, method, and the result discussion part, you can keep it in the trunk or in the mid portion of that human or subject. Just a minute. And whereas the conclusion, acknowledgement, references, and supplementary data, we can keep it to the lower limb. So just imagine that if any component is missing from here, so you can think of it is not full fledged. If we talk about a research paper, as we need all the component in our human body. Similarly, to have a paper, or to, when we talk about this paper, so here also all the component has to be there, whether it can be from title and up to supplementary data. In some cases supplementary data may not be required, but let's take it into account. And when we talk about preparing that manuscript, we'll we'll come to this AI tool that you can see over here. So many AI tool that are listed over here, we'll go through one by one. But when we try to write a research paper, instead of starting it from the title, what we should do is, you can start it from the table and the figure that normally we will get it from the your experimentation, or the result that after your let's say the simulation work, or the hardware that you have thought about, the experimentation that you have done. And then you can thought of writing the method, the result, then the discussion, conclusion, then come to introduction and the abstract and title. You see, we are trying to narrow it down, from the thing that we have from a draft, let's say data that you have, and then you can narrow it down towards the title. Then the keyword acknowledgement and references. References normally, whenever you start writing, you can refer wherever it is applicable, but not mostly to the result section, but other than that, you can refer it at the discussion, even to the introduction, and in the literature review part, wherever it is, and somewhere where you are cross citing in the result section also, some technique that you might have adopted, that's where the references can be used. So simultaneously you can use the references, and you can cite the work. And this tool, what we are talking about, the AI tool, as you can see over here, insightful, dimension, LCIT, we'll go through it one by one. And just what I thought of keeping over here is to just to give you sort of a frame of mind how this tool can be used at different section of a paper. Let's say when we talk about making a beautiful diagram, we can go for draw io. When, let's say, we're talking about writing the literature review, or you are trying to find out different a research gap, let's say, or you're trying to frame your introduction, that time elicit, that time the skinniest, or that time dimensions AI, that can be useful. Even insightful also can be useful. The skinniest and consensus can be used while framing the objective, or testing your hypothesis, or sort of idea creation. And this research rabbit is again when you try to form your introduction part, the literature review part, that time you try to draw different dot with the different literature, that time it will be very much helpful. We'll discuss about it. And when we look into a paper, any, let's say, any proposal, anything, somewhere you have a title, you have sort of a summary or a abstract here, as you can see over here. Then you can have introduction, method, then result, discussion, this references. So this is how we normally call it as IMRAD format. All this component has to be there in a research article or in an article, and is has its unique flavor. We cannot miss out any of it. So each section, when we talk about let's say abstract or title, let's say when we're trying to frame a title, how we can able to frame a title, what are the tools that are available, and what else, other than AI tool, how is it possible to frame a title by your own. All that, once you have the knowledge about it, once you have sort of you deep dive into the literature, you can come up with a beautiful title. Because when you explore the literature, you come to know about different article that already being published, and from that you can have an idea. Let's say you are exploring with Google Scholar, there you will be finding out so many articles, and then you can come to know what are the article title that being already being used. So you have to come up with a unique, sort of a unique title, through which if somebody, let's say a researcher, or let's say a author, or somebody who is just starting trying to find out different literature, he or she can reach to your article, and you will be getting the credit. That's where the citation that's come into play, properly framing the article, the abstract, the keyword, the usage of keyword in the article title, along with the in a part of the abstract, and in certain part of the introduction. So those keyword has to be there. And because we normally search anything with the keyword, and then we can learn to those things. We'll see those things. So this is how a structure of a research paper can be. And about abstract, there will be structured abstract, there will be unstructured abstract. Even though it is unstructured, the component, like some part from the introduction, method, result, conclusion, has to be there. And that's and you have a individual or independent component, or individual chapter for those section as well. So one or two line from each part has to be there, which normally highlight about your paper, about your manuscript, or the proposal somebody is looking into. Normally they will look into the title and the abstract, and then they will decide whether to look into the whole proposal or not. Whenever if we are talking about let's say research proposal, Your title and abstract also play, or the summary if you are using somewhat, also plays vital role. Whatever you want to convey, if you have that sort of gist or summary in that section, then they might deep dive into the other section, like they will read the complete proposal or the paper, and then it goes to the thing like for acceptance or other thing. So now, as what we'll do, as I told, we'll be dividing into two part. This ppt, this presentation, I will try to cover for, let's say, for 40 minutes or so. Then we can have a discussion about it. We can have, that will be good if I can get some query from your side, and we can have a discussion on that. And then I will start the online demo about the tool that I have shown you. So I have shown you the structure of a research paper. And now, if we are talking about research, writing, let's say research paper, or let's say proposal, or let's say any academic writing, let's say your thesis or report, UG PG report, then we have to know certain guideline or ethical practices that we need to follow. And these are different guideline. You can think of about your university guideline, you can think of about the UGC guideline, which is which all universities are framed, or they are bound to follow. And there are again international wise or publishing field wise, there is scope guideline committee on publication ethics. They're also having certain sort of guideline, ethical guideline, which normally as a author, whenever you are writing anything, we have to be we have to take that into account, that we need to know about those guidelines. So we'll try to cover up this part first. So you might have gone through on this 2018 guideline, the promotion of academic integrity and prevention of plagiarism in higher education and institute, which is applicable to all the HEI who normally offer, let's say, PG and PhD courses. And this guideline is about all the about whether you are in a whichever institute under UGC, you have to follow it. And there they have clearly mentioned about plagiarism. What is plagiarism? That is, that means the practice of taking somebody else's work or idea and passing them in as it's, you just will showcase that it is your own idea or own work, but ultimately you have taken from somebody else, and you are not giving any credit to that person or to the actual author. So that is plagiarism. I'm not going in detail about it, the types of plagiarism, but few thing facts it when we talk about again. Now I've shifted, here we are talking about the UGC guideline, let's say about Indian perspective, the practices or the the boundaries. And now when we come to next level, where there is, let's say, publisher elsewhere, and they have certain fact sheets, and all over the world, or the author, they normally have to follow certain things. So we have to take those things also into account, where you see here they are talking about uh, literal copying. So is it unethical or not? You see, it is unethical. Yes, it is unethical. But you see, literal copying is something, you are just taking word to word from a part, like we seen a control C and control V sort of copying and pasting, and you are thinking that you are preparing your report or your paper, or let's say any digital footprint. But that is unethical. So how what should you do? You have to keep the sources, you have to track the sources while searching or while making that report or the paper. And you have to cite them, you have to acknowledge them. Proper acknowledgement of the actual sources or the original sources in your paper has to be there. You need to use quotation mark, double quote. You have to use this quotation mark in your paper. And word for word, text, and you have to again cite it, quote and cite. And it has to be available in the references. So you see, in certain cases, let me take you to the law. When, let's say, somebody is doing LLB or some other case in degree in law, particularly in the field of law, there they cannot rewrite or paraphrase a sentence and can write it. They have to quote it. Certain cases like a statement or like, let's say, a definition, we cannot reframe it and say that I have paraphrased it and I'm citing it. You have to keep it word by word, but quotation mark has to be there. You better to do it footnote referencing or citation that we talk about. And that's how if later on, if somebody read your paper, they may allow it under this, it may not fall under plagiarism if you are doing so. Then substantial copying again, this is again unethical, you see. This is also unethical, where normally the material, processes, tables, equipment, in certain cases, people they do substantial copying, and what to be done if you are doing so. Then you have to find the or the actual author, you have to cite it. And if you are doing it, then you have to be careful, up to what extent you are doing, with what, keeping what sense you are doing it, that the reader has to understand. And if there is a need to do it, that can be done, but again, you have to do it with proper referencing and citation. Then again, paraphrasing, normally we say in writing, the best way to is to avoid plagiarism or similarity index. Again, you might be thinking plagiarism and similarity index are same. No, both are different thing. If you might be knowing it, we'll discuss it later on. So you see here paraphrasing, and again it is unethical. When we talk about is it ethical or not, it is unethical. Paraphrasing is only acceptable if you properly reference the source and make sure that you do not change the meaning intended by the source. So this is what is important. If you are doing so, fine, but you should not change the meaning that intended by the actual source. So keeping that meaning intact, you can paraphrase the sentence. And again, when you are doing so, you have to understand what actual author means. You have to cite it, all the sources, even the secondary sources, if it is available. Do cite it. Do not just think that you have done the paraphrasing. A sentence is coming under similarity with Turnitin or with drill bit or with Orkun, whatever you are using, and you have paraphrased it and you are thinking it is fine. You have to cite it, and the actual meaning has to be intact. Or else, let's say you have published something, the actual author has gone through it and he found that though you have paraphrased it, the meaning is different, and you have cited it. So that case, it might lead to ethical unethical thing. Then this is text recycling. This is again unethical. Obviously, this is sort of reproducing. You can think of self plagiarism in this case. Like you have published something and you are trying to cycle it and in another paper or in another report. So that is where it can lead to duplicate submission, and self plagiarism might come into play. But again, you can avoid it with the quote by quoting it, probably previously published paper. And you have to cite it, the actual references. And even in few cases, like if you are doing PhD, you have many of the researcher or PhD scholar, they have that thing in their mind, whether they can they can use the published paper completely in their thesis or not. If you can think about it, we'll get back to it. If I will be not addressing this question, if you have that doubt, you can ask me whether you can able to write or take the complete paper or the text that being published, that is your own paper, and you are trying to use it in your thesis, that is ethical or not, that we can discuss. And now types of plagiarism. So you see, this is from Turnitin. Again, this type of plagiarism, this is, I will quickly go through it. You have this summary over here. So this is clone completely. This is the actual text, and this is the student work, completely control C and control V. And this is again similar, control C and control V is few persons, some, you can say synonyms or something, he or she might have changed, but again this is falls under plagiarism. Find and replace in between something being changed, this is find and replace, but again plagiarize. Remix, not from one source, if this is the actual source, from different sources, three sources he has taken and tried to write a paper, and he or she is thinking that it is fine because I have not taken from a single source. Somebody you have given an assignment, he or she has taken from different his colleague and trying to submit it. Again plagiarism. Recycling, this is again similar sort of thing. Previous work without citation, recycling. Hybrid, again, here different sources, quotation is being used, but without proper citation. So this is again hybrid. Different sources, again mess up different sources, no citation, you can see no referencing, multiple sources copied from multiple sources. Then error, this is interesting, somebody has taken from different sources, even quotation mark has been used and citation has been made. You see, quotation and citation has been made, but these references are not the actual references, these are just fake references. This might happen when you use chat gpt and you ask something to write, and you ask for the references, you will get dummy references, or references or some sort of duplicate references, similar sort of references, but not the actual references. So this is again, though it is sort of a error type plagiarism, but it is plagiarism. You might be thinking this is not your fault, but actually that is your fault. This is aggregator. Again here you see citation is being there, referencing is being there, but quotation mark is missing. So this is again aggregator type. Retweet, same thing, closely to the original text, wording and or structure is being used. So this is again plagiarism. So there are different types when we talk about plagiarism. So now you see, that was spectrum 1.0, and this is turnitin has come up recently with this spectrum 2.0. Just excuse me. So you see, the spectrum 2.0, the first thing is the original thinking. That is what you are thinking, you or you are about to write, let's say, or somebody has written it, actual idea. And then if we check it, the similarity might be less than 10%. If we talk about the UGC regulation, let's say it is below 10% or up to 10%, then that is fine. Let's say we assume that that is your own work or own thinking. Then student collision, then this falls under this too. And you see this color coding, green, then a light orange, and then it is becoming dark orange. And when it goes from this direction to just a minute, from this to this, so you see the level or the severity is increasing. The severity of plagiarism, we can say, is increasing. And you see the last one is contract cheating, data plagiarism, manual text modification, software based text modification. So here you can relate with the different, if you are taking services, and even source based plagiarism, inaccurate sources, even though you are cited but that are not accurate. Self plagiarism is again there. Computer code plagiarism, if somebody is taking some code and just copying, and you are trying to adopt it, that code, and you are thinking you are safe, not. So these are, when we talk about global frame of this or readership, or publishing, in the field of publishing, it will be considered under plagiarism. So whenever you write a document and that is available as a digital footprint, you have to be careful whether it is a, you are keeping it in your university server and that is open to all, but that is again published, so you have to be careful. And contract cheating, if we talk about contract cheating, you are just paying some, third party fee, and just you are waiting to get your work done, like you want them to write a paper for you, or to write a thesis for you, or some work, that is contract cheating. You are paying and making your work ready. So that is the, the so that is very severe when we talk about the plagiarism. And uh, you know about that regulation, UGC regulation. So severe, this level of severities will be high and action will be taken accordingly. So now, as we as you might be thinking, I'm talking about plagiarism, then again this AI tool, and that's what, we have to know our limitation or with these tools, or the, thing that are available. Because if we know the ethical boundary, we can act within that boundary, and that is sort of a safeguard for you as a author, on the institute which is being affiliated in your paper, in your report, wherever you are doing, submitting. So we need to know. And this online education, when this era, this COVID that started, and people are, doing online education, this plagiarism, the cases has been, the certain rise in these cases, plagiarism cases. So the consequences, I'm not here to, tell you more about it. Yes. So the consequences can be, it can destroy student reputation, professional reputation, academic reputation, legal repercussion can also be there, monetary, involvement. Then again, our court cases, or somebody can raise, file some defamation against you as well. And plagiarized research, and that is sort of end of the career. So now we are moving into AI. I'm trying to relate with AI and plagiarism, and again, we'll see how you can use it as well. So, yes or no, that is totally, up to you, the way you are using it. But you see, like some of the university, uh, SJSU, this university is San Jose State University. They have stated it clearly with their, if you search it, it is available online, that they are talking about using of AI, in research or software, and that is they're taking as plagiarism. The paper, if somebody is writing it with the AI tool, with the help of AI tool, they are calling it directly plagiarism, case of plagiarism. But we do not have, in India as of now, we do not have certain guideline, as you know about it. So we have to be careful. We never know if UGC that come up with certain guideline, like you have up to 10% similarity index, they might allow, up to 10% AI text, never know, or even zero AI text. So that's why we have to be careful. Then researcher flag plagiarism concern amid this AI craze in paper writing by chat GPT that is happening mostly. I'm not sure whether you people know or not. Conference paper book chapter written by student, so as to increase the publication count, and that we understand about the need of NIRF, NAC, accreditation, ranking. So many things are there, but there are so many, unethical, you can say, footmark or footprint that are now available, particularly when we talk about student publication. So we have to be careful. You see the total paper retraction, how it is going, 16 to 2022, even now 2023, 2024 data might be available with retraction watch. You see there is a trend, exponential, or you can say trend, that can be seen when this AI is coming into play in research writing. So, can artificial intelligence, this is published data, critical care, help the scientific writing? Yes, obviously it can help, but it cannot replace the human judgment, that we all know. And in some cases, if we are using, so like critical decision making, we have to be careful. We cannot Simply say this is highly trained chat gpt 4, backed let's say processor or a robot, and making a decision on certain, critical decision making on some, let's say, some medical field or some field where you feel that there is no human intervention needed. No, human judgment has to be there for final, take whether to go ahead with that decision or not. Then again, the risks of plagiarism and inaccuracies, particularly uh, word twisting, change of the sentences, the meaning that changes. So that's where we have to be careful. And now they're talking about regulate of this chatbot scientific writing to a certain extent. And this is my professor. He stated that if people use this technology, particularly in chat gpt, he was talking about it, and to write essay, grant proposal, patent application, then we need to take care about the possibility of plagiarism. They will check the case of plagiarism, because certain idea, can be taken from external sources, let's say for a patent application, a grant proposal. And if that is not properly cited, the thing here is, wherever you are doing so, you have to be careful, you have to cite it. Even in the declaration, better mention it that you have used this ai tool. Then perhaps you will be at a safer side. So we decided to investigate those cases, and they might, if those might display sort of plagiarism. Now this is scope committee on publication ethics. uh, you should know, at the publication level, when a journal they need to follow certain guideline, they will not look into our ugc guideline or our university guideline. They will go and they will check the cope guideline, committee on publication ethics, and there are several regulation that they have come up with. If we talk about from 2019 to 2023, even more, I've taken it far back. So there will be more on, particularly, you see, I have used the regulation or the resources where ai is used. So there are certain guideline, to the usage of ai chatbot, ai in future publication, so many things. So this guideline, we normally do not, follow, do not, go through those guidelines. And if there is some case, let's say somebody has reported something, then the journal will look into this guideline. If they do not know about, they do not set their guideline, whatever guideline journal said, they adopt it from the cope and other, guideline. So they will look into this, and the author will be asked to look into this, and then the further action will be taken, like, let's say, retraction. If a paper is retracted, you see, and there are so many, retraction happening nowadays, and we have to be careful about it. Then ethical concern about using ai generated text in the scientific writing. This is again published in march 2023. Chat gpt can be used. Here you might be seeing only chat gpt, but the tool, the ai tool that we are talking about, most of them at the background being backed by chat gpt or similar, ai. So you can, refer to, you can relate it with other, ai tool as well. So can be used for different purposes, particularly when we talk about research idea, finding research gap, specific topic, summarizing, you know up to that you can do it. But again, the same time, you have to be careful sometimes that it can generate misleading information or fabricated information as well. So though this era is all about, ai, and so many tools are coming up. But again, at the same time, as earlier also mentioned, human intervention, human mind, we have to be, we have to be present there, taking that call. Whatever tool you are using, final call has to be by you, proofreading has to be by you, and then you submit that proposal. Just let's say you have a, report, let's say a paper that you are trying to submit to a journal or let's say a grant proposal where you checked it with the similarity and you found 7% similarity with Turnitin. And at the same time, you you have used chat gpt, similarity is different, then AI text is different, which is showing in two different form now. So this AI text detector of, let's say, Turnitin is showing 100% here. And because you have used at the end, the back end, you have used chat gpt. So what to be done now? So you see, this AI text can be with sort of tool like Grammarly, Quillbot, WordTune, you might have used for paraphrasing or any sort of thing, and that's why the 100% is coming. And what you do is you use certain again tool to remove that AI detected text like 100% that is showing. Quillbot is having that, I think, to remove that AI generated text. You see, you have used chat gpt to generate some text where this is again AI, and AI is 100%. Again, you are using some other AI tool to remove that AI generated to make it a human written sort of text. And now you think that your AI is zero. This is a case, many are doing, many student, even many are doing now. And now you think that everything is fine, you can submit your thesis paper or report. But that is sort of like that, you see, you have thrown and it will come and that boomerang will hit back. Not at the same time, not at the same year, might be after 2 year 3 year. And that is happening. When I made a video on it, nobody believes, but many in my circle, they have faced it, they are facing now. So that is happening. So you have to be careful whenever you are using at the text generation level. The mistake is here, the mistake is here, this chat gpt, this chat gpt here, it should have been the human, here the human brain, the human intelligence is missing totally. The text is being taken from chat gpt. That should not be done, or you should not be doing that. You can do other thing like if you have written something, then you are taking paraphrasing tool to paraphrase it with the AI, and then you found some AI some percentage, that's where you can give a declaration that with paraphrasing or for language correction you have used that tool, and that's where you are safe. But if you completely take the complete from A to Z from a AI platform, it can be chat gpt, it can be other tool, like there are different tool, different AI platform that can generate text, like edit gpt is there, there are other rightful is there, there are so many tools. Then you are making a mistake. So this you have to avoid. And another thing, one is avoiding any AI platform to generate complete text and keep it in your text, because we do not know from where it has been taken. The actual sources are missing. And when you paraphrase it in the same tense, you have taken it from a AI platform, or let's say you have written something, and then you found your language is not good and you are trying to use AI tool to correct it. You have made severe changes like paraphrasing, rewriting a different level, and that has been changed. What might happen is that many of the text or word might be tortured, or that is called as tortured phrases. And if that is happening, it will be flagged by a software which is online available. Online detector is there, torture phrases detector, problematic paper detector, that is called as problematic paper detector. It can detect it, and it will keep it in their online open platform, that is open access platform. It will be highlighted there. Somebody will come and they will review it, whether that has been done knowingly, to to remove that similarity, to remove that plagiarism, or it has been 2 3 word has been made like that. So you might be excused. But if more than 5 or 10 words are been touched, or this phrases has been happened, then it might lead to retraction. And that is what happening in the conference paper, as I told, and book chapter written by student. And mostly, you do not believe, from the southern part of India, many of the retraction or many of this concern being raised recent, within a year or two. This, I would like to say, this as this has come to one of my co-editor. We have edited a book. I have removed a certain part where another author detail is being mentioned. It says that they have noticed some unethical activities in our one of our proceeding, that is a conference proceeding. And see, 4 paper has been flagged out of 80 or so paper, where that, as I was talking about, problematic paper detector, that tool has detected it. And what they are talking about is, this is because of the author or the whomever, that might be student, faculty, whomever is authoring that those 4 paper. They have tried to rewrite or paraphrase, because they found higher similarity, or try to avoid plagiarism. They've used certain AI software, and normally that happened when you use AI software. And those being listed over here, you see what I have removed. So then what we did is to get their feedback, because they will ask us to share the finding. And then we have to approach the author that, how come that has happened. um, i- is it the true that you try to to avoid plagiarism, you have done it knowingly or unknowingly, whatever is the case, you have to send us the detail. Then based on that, we have to send it to the editor, to the springer editor. You can see springer editor, and then they will take the action. If they found it marginal, let's say, as I told, few words has been altered, then that paper may not have been retracted. If more than that word, like say 20-25 words are there, and technical word has been changed, then obviously that might lead to retraction. But thankfully, for this 4 paper, a retraction was not done. But for other cases, we have seen many of the retraction that is taking place for the conference and book chapter, even for the research paper, but few in those cases in compared to that. So if we are using for idea generation, here I've used again chat gpt for, not for content writing, then it is fine. Some let's say AI is being detected, then you can remove it and you can submit it, whatever tool that you are adopting, particularly for grammar or language correction, to a certain extent, with proper citation, proper referencing, then you are fine to go ahead with your submission of your thesis or paper. So now you have a drill bit which can tell you about this AI detected report. Along with, you have turn it in with that also, you can get. I think drill bit, you might be know about it. With Sot Suddhi, we are getting drill bit to the all HEI. And because the PhD scholar, they have to check their thesis and all, so we are freely getting the drill bit. But turn it in, somebody has to subscribe to it. So that is there. So now I will just you know pause for 5 minutes or so. If we have any query, we can take now.
Yes, if there is any questions related to the content that is discussed so far, participants can unmute themselves and can ask these queries.
My screen was shared, right?
Yeah, yeah, we
Okay.
were able to see. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Any questions from participant side?
Anything, any silly question, anything, anything that you like to ask, you're most welcome.
because this is the most important part uh, the author has discussed with us. Because most of the times we feel that students are writing it and then we are just checking it and then we are sending it to the publisher.
Yeah.
So when paper is written by the student, like PG student or PhD students, we need to be very much careful, like how he has written it. What are the sources that, as a PhD guide or as a PG guide, we need to ensure that. Yes, sir. Patil, sir, you want to ask?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, thank you very much, sir, for a nice presentation. We got little bit aware about the use of AI, how the students or our so the if I use AI tool, the Turnitin also captures the that as a plagiarism.
Yeah, Turnitin has that feature. We have Turnitin with Sikkim Manipal Invest, but from 20 this 24 onwards, they have made some, they have made some pricing to it. So we do not have that feature now. But earlier we used to have that feature where you have similarity report in one case, that normally we see the similarity index, the percentage, and against it there is another window or another section where AI detected percentage has been shown.
Okay.
So with that we can able to normally, again there is some drawback here, because this is like new to the the people, the software that are available. So false negative, false positive cases are there. There might be cases where you have to take a stand, like a student might tell that he or she is not used, and in the Turnitin it might be shown, that's where you have to take a call. But software like Turnitin and Drillbit, I have seen in well, you can say 80-90% cases it is detecting properly.
Any other question?
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah.
Actually, sir, is it ethical if we use our own content for paraphrasing and using it for our research paper? Our own content, our own sentences, just for rephrasing purpose and just to reduce the grammatical errors. If we use such paraphrasing tool, is it ethical?
No, means your own, means your own published, earlier published paper you are talking about.
No, sir, no, sir. If my own draft, if I writing and if I just using it for just making the or removing the grammatical errors.
Yeah, that you can do. That what I told. There we'll discuss about it in the second phase of it. I'll show you few tools where you can make grammatical correction. But again, whenever we do, let's say we do for 300 words or so, or let's say more than that, then you do a proofreading to it. Few cases, the cases that I've shown, in few cases what happened, that let's say machine learning, as it is a AI tool, it may take similar word to machine learning. Let's say it replace it with the system learning. you know that's where it will be again tortured phrases or alter phrases or text, and it might be unethical. And you, with hurry, with with negligence, might have not noticed that, what changes that has happened. And that has happened with us. That's why I'm sharing you, because with the student work, they normally do this sort of thing. So again we have depended it, because there were 4 to 5 3 to 4 word that being altered, and we have not noticed it, because that was with the student. So you have to be, do a proofreading, because you have written it, and the technical word that mean to represent that sentence. And if that is okay, then you can go ahead. But whenever you are using any AI tool to, let's say, to paraphrase, to improvise the grammar, there are certain filter, or there are certain option to do that. Then better to check it with the similarity or the plagiarism detection software, where AI detection tool are available. So and then you try to submit it for the sort of safeguard of it.
Sir, in addition to this, when we are using certain paraphrasing tools and afterwards when we are going to submit the paper, some standard journals from elsewhere, they are asking for the declaration of AI tools.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether we need to declare that or not.
Yeah, like people earlier to this AI, tool also people used to use Grammarly and other. That time, there was no need to make any declaration. But again, Grammarly has another feature, AI feature. If you are using that feature and you are making it better to make a declaration that for literature, let's say, or introduction part or wherever you have made that changes, you can give a declaration. Recently what we did with Springer, we did that, we tried to do that to see the response of the publisher. During the revision we did that, actually, one of our paper, and they have no objection to it, because for language correction it is fine to use tool, but to make a declaration is a better way. But that's why they have clearly written, I think, in which section you have used that, whether it is a result section, whether it is method section, whether it is for writing any or for making any images. So that is again critical. For grammar correction or somewhat in the introduction part, in the discussion part is somewhat okay, but it is not okay with if you are doing it with the result section. You can understand the difference, because the impact of originality when we talk about any writing, the result section is has to be from your side. So you have to be careful where you are trying to make that declaration.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So that was from Dr. Pravin, I think, one
Yeah.
with the chat box. Are any possibility to cite the text that may have been created from AI tools? Um, yeah, cite the text means the references if you are looking into. That's what Chat GPT and other, they are just giving us vague result. Many of the cases, the actual references are missing. So there are tool which will see which will help you to locate when you perform literature review, that will give you the referencing or the paper about your base paper or seed paper, and from that you can take the references. But if you are writing something and you are trying to say give it the reference also, that's where as of now not 100% accurate answer are being generated. So you have to be careful in that cases. Yeah, anything else?
I think we'll go ahead. Remaining questions we'll take at the end.
Yeah. So this tool that I've shown over here, we'll go through one by one. We'll try to see how you can use them. So first, what I'll do, I will let me take two directly. Let's start with when we talk about any paper or any report, we think about generating ideas or hypothesis. So start with that concept. So consensus app, you can note down the this, or I can share you later on as well the link to it, the homepage of it, consensus dot app. This is the website of it. This is again AI search engine for research, and this is where you can able to find out, or you can able to generate idea, even you can able to generate your hypothesis. You can create a account over here, Earlier I made it. Let me see, I can go through it with yeah. So with Google, Gmail, you can able to easily, you can sign off or sign in with directly. And now you see let us take, does creatine and help build muscle, or what benefit of mindfulness or direct cash transfer reduce poverty. So let me take one query. So in the search box, it is this query I have put. So now you see it has given us some result directly. Within a second you'll get so many result, and at the top you get summary of the result that you got over here. And here you got the summary that this study suggests that direct cash transfer can reduce poverty and inequality with varying degrees of ineffectiveness depending on the context and implementation. And you see here there is a consensus meter where it says 11 paper being analyzed, 82% are uh, you know they agree to it, possibly 18, and none, zero, none. And here you see individual paper also you can able to get, individual paper, individual references. This is not only about research paper, from different web site or pages, web pages also, where about it, if it is being written. So that author is being cited, you can see world development, author name, citation has been made, that is highly cited, that's why it is coming. And you see this is the title of that paper from where it is taken, and two line to it to summarize it. Similarly, like that you can able to get. So here, if you like to see that study snapshot, you can get it over here. And if you like to take the citation of that, you can click on that, take MLA Chicago, whatever citation it is, you can take that citation. Or you want to share that article, you can do that. We can take a technical query. Let's say I am doing something on brain computing, um, with ECG signal. Let me take a question. No, normally when we talk about brain computing, that is where we take EEG signal. So when I search brain computing with ECG signal, let's see if there is some relation, or I can create, or I can generate some idea where ECG can also give us some hint about the brain. So in that context, if you see, it has given us, it is all about, you see, use of electrocardiogram and ECOG. So both, if we can take ECG and EEG both, then it is possible to map or come up, or we can deep dive into brain computing. Or even let's say um, sleep sleep can mindfulness of, does television affect, you see, does television affect sleep? So you see in few cases, you'll get like in Google also, when you search with keyword, it will give you some hint of what you are looking for. Then you can see from the drop down option, and you can see over here, yes, 100 in 17 paper analyzed, 100 saying yes. Studies suggested that television can affect sleep before bedtime. If you are watching television, then it can lead to problem, like in case of children and in case of other, like you will not get proper sleep, or disturbances in deep sleep disturbances also can have. So key feature has been there. Then other thing, you can see so many article, those article, if you like to go through it, you can go through those article. It has now beta version, this is free as of now, it is free. I have not paid anything, this is a free app. You can come and you can check your query. You, if you are looking into a particular project, you're trying to generate this, and you are trying to synthesize this, you see, when you click on synthesize, it is trying to synthesize a sort of a way you can able to get some hint. Here filter option is there, you can choose the study year wise, study type also you can choose here. Different option is there based on your, you this is great. I've not seen about journal, this quartile also is been included. So let's say you are talking about, you are searching some technical detail, and you want only Q1 and Q2 quartile paper, so you can select them, and you can apply filter and you can get the result. But you know that whenever if it is applicable, now you see this paper which is published are in Q1 and Q2. These are scientific paper, and this is a field where they are talking about that they are making a difference. When I made a video about it in that is available in my YouTube, or they have why it is different from Google. Here whatever evidence we are getting, the result that we are getting is evidence based, or the research article are being cited. And in Google normally you get so many result on different dimension related to work, but these are a focused evidence based result which you can get it from consensus. So this is one. Hope you got it. You can note down your query about it. Next we'll see another similar tool, Kineas. Kineas.com, I guess. Yes, let's see. Yes, this is Kineas.com. Here also you can create a account. For individual use it is free. It has word integration. It has with Google Doc also you can do it. And if you try to find relevant document, uh, it will work. Let's try. Let me sign into this. I'm not sure. Yes, it is done. So upgrade to plus is available but not required. We'll upload a PDF and we'll try to see. Choose a PDF will from desktop. We can take a PDF. So this is one of our latest publication. What I did is just uploaded a PDF. Let's say you have a base paper or seed paper, normally we talk about, with that you try to diverse from that particular paper to different angle, and similar paper you're trying to find out. So this base paper I have uploaded, and now I try to locate similar article that is published. So here you see article in the this side it is being displayed, so many article that is being displayed. Let me hide it. So this is being displayed, and here you can a filter option is there. You can take the time frame with that you want to see, that you can apply only open access. You want to get the PDF of it, so you can apply only open access, where now you see these are the paper which are available in open access platform, so you can even download them. So that is good about it. And again, citation information, if you click on that, you get the citation of it. You can download it, copy clipboard, and simply you can take it to your wherever you want to keep it. And topic, here you see one is article, another one is topic. So when I have uploaded this article related to this keyword or the word that being used over here, the topic that being covered are computer science, AI, big data, deep learning. So on that also you see that number of publication. You see now this many publication are there, 14 million publication. But those will be again wide sort of wide range of search. So I can stick to article. It is totally up to you to check it from the topic or take it from the article that being displayed. I've limited to uh, yeah. So that is there. Then with filter option you can filter it out. You can do all that. Citation count also you want to keep it, all that also can be done. So I've cleared that, and you see top 1000 result has been shown over here. You can even bookmark it. So as I have signed in, so that bookmark will be kept in my folder, so that later on also if I can come and visit, I can get those articles. So with that you can do it. Another the beautiful feature of it is word integration. You see, install it now, it is free. add in for Word. If I click on that, it will go to Word, your Microsoft Word 2016 and 2019 and online. So what I'll do is I'll just try to give you a demo on Google Doc. So it will will install this. So now what you have to do, now it is installed, you have to go to your Google Doc. So Google Doc, let's go. Now you see, once you open your Google Doc, you can click on extension. Kineas is available. You see, you can see at the end Kineas. Click on that. Open Kineas. Now it is working. This is right hand side. You can see the Kineas is that is now fine. So let me take some text. I'm trying to frame my article, and I have some I've let's say I've written some part of it, a introduction part of it, and I want to complete it, and I want to take help of it. So I'll copy and paste. Simply I have written it. Let's say you can start drafting from this page onward, and when I uh, um, or writing it, and just you have to continue, in Kineas app you have to apply it. So you see whatever text is being written over here, similar to that, now you have available in this. So the idea is here, with the same word, while you are drafting, let's say whatever you are drafting, it will try to give you related article. So in the introduction part, in the literature part, normally you would try to search different article. In the side by side, you will now getting article, and you want to take, you want to cite it, you want to clipboard that article you have written, now you have cited it. So you want to adopt some sentence from that article, you can do it. You can click on that, you'll get the abstract of it. Even full ss is on subscription. Open ss you can get it as, you can do it with the open ss article with the filter open ss. So this article is available, open ss is there, so you can open it, you want to read it, then you want to cite it, whatever you want to do, it can be done. So in that way it will help you to complete your article. You can cite the actual sources, take information from the actual sources. Somebody is asking me ai tool which can give you thing. So here you have the text from this, you can take it, but this is not summarizing, so we'll come to that other tool. So this is Kineas, and we have discussed about the consensus. Now we'll go to one of my favorite, that is elicit.org. This is again, this was free earlier. Now they have come up with the beta pricing version, and let me continue with the Google account again. So with free you have some 5,000 credit to your account, something, yeah, something 5,000 credit, some 4,922 credit left. So what you can do, you can find paper over here, you can extract data from the pdf. So the same paper which I have shown you, if I like to extract some information like your base paper, you want to extract some information from that, so it can be done. Now you see, you are uploading a base paper, that you think that with that you want to explore that paper. So you can add column over here, summary to that paper, main finding. What else you can do? Limitation, let's say this three we want to get. So this was my paper or the seed paper. Now you got the summary of it, main finding of it, limitation of this work. So this you got, this you got, and you can download the csv of it as well, you know, the csv file of it. So more column you can also add more of this, like summary of introduction, summary of discussion, so many things are there. So and ultimately if you want to get that, earlier it was free, the csv file, but here, you know, they have made it, so that is a drawback now. So you want to just summarize it or main finding, with that two tab you can able to get it from this section, or else earlier it was very handy, it can move from here to there. So if it is not feasible, this is one elicit.org, you can come to insightful. So all this, you know, this is free. Insightful is completely free. If you come to their motto, they have talked about why they have made it free. So this is free. Here also you can search article ecg filtering. Let's say this is my base paper, ecg bit detection using filter bank, and I will search. So you see here you will get beautiful information. What you get is, you get a connected graph, sort of a graph of that base paper that you have searched. One paper you have selected, this is the paper you have selected. Even you can search with the keyword, and with that you can, you know, jump to a paper, and then you can explore, you can get this graph. And with that, if you like to move any other paper, you can click on that and you can move to that paper. But you see what result we are getting is similar paper, the paper that we have selected. Now you get so many similar paper to it. And even you have a add option over here, which can be added over here. If I click on add this paper one, add paper, so now it is adding. With the earlier paper it is adding, and this graph now you see it is building. And similar paper are there. If you want to look into that paper, you can do that, you know. Or else you can come down, just come down. Even you see, you can save this list. This list can, this can be saved. And here also you can save this. You see, save, when you are saving it, you can get the bibtex, all the paper that you are getting, you can get bibtex information. Or you can take it direct to the mendeley, and you can build your library over there. And these are the most important paper based on the page rank, published year, and the citation. So on a base paper, now you are getting similar paper freely, all are you are getting, and the cited value, all the year that is published, and review paper separately. Then coming down, you will be getting recent paper by top 100 author. This is again a beautiful work done by them, and you are getting this value. Again, you can able to save them, save to bibtex, ris, mendeley, jotero, whatever you are using. Most important recent paper, again you can do that for all. Even top author also, you can get the top author detail over here. Upcoming author, you can get it over here on that particular field of interest, whoever they are publishing. So this is insightful. Here you can link the literature as well. And that is, you know, trying to link between one paper, let's say being published in 2000, and one is published in 2024, and you want to link between that two paper, that is also possible, that you can do it from this. You are linking literature connect together. Here one paper you have to keep, you can do that. If I'll do, it will take time. ECG one, let's say recent paper, let's say 24. This one is published in I think 1995, and this is 24. And you want to now you are trying to link these two paper. You see how it is being linked very beautifully. All this paper, this one is the first paper 1995, and this one is the 2004. And you see these are the different literature that are being linked. If I zoom, you can able to see these are the linked references. So in that way you can connect, you know, the idea is to connect the paper in that particular field. You normally, what we deviate from the literature when we try to do literature survey, we deviate from the base paper and we land to different paper. But here all are linked somewhere, and you can get all this information. Below you see all the linked paper you found. You can save it. Even there are so many pages, you can save page by page, and you can take it to the Jotaro, Mendeley, or even to your own library, reference management library. Hope it is useful, insightful about it. You can find it from my YouTube channel also in detail if you forgot later on. Next one we'll move to, we have time, we'll move to research rabbit. Let me take you to research rabbit. This is another one of my favorite tool, AI tool. You see, you have to sign off over here, researchrabbit.com. You have to create your account. Now you see there is you can see anything. This is simply a blank page. This side you see some collection. Import from Jotaro, ECG tab which I have created. So let me just click on one paper. You see, once I click on this on categorize this collection ECG, now I have two paper about it. Let me click one paper. You see that paper I have clicked, and you got the paper detail. Even if it is open access, then you get the PDF of it. Then this is the paper selected. That means if we do not have anything, so you can even search, you can add a paper, you add paper. Let me search over here. So we are talking about ECG QRS detection. So it will take from biomedical. Let me take it from biomedical area, from all subject area or biomedical life sciences. So here you see so many article. So you can add this to your collection. Add collection. So let me take one paper. You can do it. Once you come to this, you'll explore it by your own. Now this is added. So likewise you can add to your collection all the folder. You can create, how to manage. You can get back to me, or you can visit my YouTube channel that is available now. You see, I've selected one paper. I got the abstract of it. And now if I click on the similar work, you see I will get the similar work of it, 1069 paper. So here, just wait. Yes, now we got the similar work, and we got a beautiful connected network of all the paper. This is free. Research Rabbit is free. If you want to get the connected sort of paper, there is connected, a lit map is there, connected paper I think is there, but those are paid, and you may not have explore up to the maximum level. But this is free, and that's why you can do it with your own. Even you can download this image, and from this also you can jump to that paper. If I click on that, I can jump to the paper, or I can click over here, I can jump to that paper. And again, this paper, if it is interesting, similar work is required, you can jump to that. And that paper, if it is not in your list, you can add that paper to your list as well. That is also possible. So that you can do. So add to this list that is there, add to other collection. Similar references also, you can want to explore all citation you want to explore. In that way, as I told, you can from a base paper to a certain extent, up to let's say you are doing a survey of 10 year, you can get all the paper, linked paper, not diversified paper. So this will help you to visualize and reach to the selected paper. So this is how it's been built. Then this is good. Even author wise also you can search. You can get paper here. If you see the author wise also here, yeah, this author, you see these are the author of that paper. So author wise, their connection also you can able to get. Even you can search a paper based on your name also you can able to get. So in that way you can able to get. And even I can jump to a author and his or her publication. So if I've selected one person, and now I can see his or her publication, so in that way also you can do. So many things can be done. And the beautiful thing is that you can import from Jotaro collection. If you have from Jotaro, you can import to that from that collection as well. That is possible. You have to link it. All those I have discussed it, so you can visit my page. So this is Research Rabbit. Now let me take you to another app. One is let me, because we are into literature search and literature search, yes, and dimensions AI. Better to go to Dimension AI. This link is app.dimension.ai. And then there is again dimension.ai here, that is subscribed, but this app, it is free up to certain extent, and that is well and good for us as an author, so we can explore n number of paper. And why this is one of my favorite is because if let's say you do not have subscription to Scoopers and Web of Science, through Dimension AI you can able to extract information similar to Scoopers and Web of Science. How, let me show you. So you have a search field over here, and there are different things. So just let me search with my name. um, Let me check if I can get some publication. Yeah. So now you see I have some publication, but this number of publication is not mine, so I have to link with I have to search with another. And let me search Sikkim. Let me search. So with Sikkim Manipal University, I can check the researcher, and within that my name has to be there. Yes, now I can come to my publication. I can limit it to my publication. So now you see the search filter Sikkim Manipal and my name. So let's say these are my publication, and now I want to see, or I want to download list of publications that are only listed in UGC care, uh, group 1, group 2, which is Web of Science and Scoopers that you know. So now you see, you have to click on journal list UGC care group 2, and you can limit to. And now the publication 119 is there are more to it. This is bit lacking to Scoopers and Web of Science, because it take information from Scoopers and Web of Science, but after a certain time you will get all the information over here, because you are getting a free, so this is more than enough. Now you see, these are my publication. You can click on analytical view over here, so you can get the um, beautiful information like, let me take you to that information. Bar graph here about all the publication here. Now you see classification field. If I'm looking into SDGs, my paper that are listed with SDGs, now I can click on publication indicator. So all this now you are getting. If I want to get this co-author network, of my network, you have to click on network, researcher network, and you'll get the co-author network. So even you can download this image and you can keep it in your CV. So this is one thing. And when we talk about literature review, this is about your profile I just shown you. You can do it similarly. Here you can search ECG. I'm taking a ECG signal, so I'm using that word, signal analysis. So with your keyword, you can perform a search. Let me clear this analytical view. Now you will see ECG signal analysis. I get so many publication detail over here, and you can save it. This publication, whatever you are getting, so you can save those document to your as well. You see, save and export. Click on save and export. That will be only available once you have a account over here. So create a free account, export result, click on export result. Now you can get it CSV file export. So that will be available to your below the profile. You see over here export center, that request will be available here. And after a certain time you can able to download. Even it is ready now, so we can download those. So with that, now you get all the report, all the paper. Now you can get with all the detail. You know how to filter it out. You can make a filter to the Excel file, and whatever relevant is required, you can take it out from this file. So 500 document, there is some limitation of the free account. 500 publication, I think you can able to get it record 500. So page wise I think you can try. For second page you can able to get it or not. And this is again, as I told, so many things you come and explore over here. You'll get so many things. If you want to explore more about it and you are getting confused, I request to get to my channel and search about Dimension AI. You can type in YouTube my name or e-support for research, and you will get about this detail. So this is Dimension AI. Then then quickly come to another is SCI space. SCI space. This is again the this is this web link will change. This is typeset. Earlier it was with typeset, now it is with SCI space. You can perform literature review here. Similarly, you can do ECG signal analysis. But here you can do so many other things like summarizing and other sort of thing. And I've made a couple of videos about it. So you see over here, you can get, even you can export the CSV file. Earlier with the LEC we are not able to do it. Now these are the field with insight, with TLDR, with conclusion. Even you want to add some more to it, summarize abstract, summarize introduction, anything you want to do, you can do it. And you can export the CSV file. And another thing is there, here let's say a paper that you have a PDF and you are not confident about it and you want to summarize it over here. So you can do it here as well. Let me see some paper is available or not. um, yeah, in the my library you can upload paper over here, upload PDF. You can upload PDF, and then you can analyze that particular paper. I have clicked one paper which I have uploaded earlier, this paper, on this paper, and now it is opening with this, with a co-pilot to it. So now this paper you can see, and this side you have so many you have a chat box. So you want to do something, you want to select a part of it, you know select a part of it, and you want it to explain the text. So here it will take the text and it will explain for you. Even some equation, you have a table that you are not sure of, you can take that table also. You have this, as it is generating text, after that it will be getting activated. Now you see explain math and table. Click on that, take that into account, you know okay, explain math. Okay, it has taken it into this. You see, I've just copied and dropped. So it will take that and it will now try to explain that text table. Even with the with this equation, so many times we get confused with the equation. So with this, you want to explain, you want to know about it. So now you have taken it a screenshot just take a screenshot of it. It will directly take to this co-pilot, and it will uh, it will it will guide you, it will help you to understand that equation. You see, this is the equation, then the equation explanation it is trying to give, what is TR, all the component of it. So this is very nice. So here you can do so many things. This is SCI space. One is you can explore the literature. Another one is you can chat with the literature. A selected literature, if it is on open access, or if it is not and you have the PDF, you can upload it and you can chat with that PDF. You can summarize it. But as I told, do not take direct text. Whatever summary you are getting, understand it, rewrite it, and just cite it. Because if I take direct text and keep it in the center in my paper or something, it will lead to or it will be under AI detected text. So better to avoid it. Now you understood the summary out of it. So just read it, understand it, and rewrite it with your own word, and cite this paper. So that is the best way to do it. So this is SCI space. Do explore. I have so many videos about it. Even if you like to take it to next level, you have some limitation. Let's say even citation generation, paraphraser, so many tools are available over here, so you can explore it. But do perform proofreading whenever you taking any text from any AI tool. So what else we can discuss? Another one is we have discussed this rightful. I can give you one quickly. Rightful. Here there are so many things, but I will just show you the abstract generator. Because this is again up to a certain extent it is free, or you have to again take it to pro, or you have to pay. So you have two things which I liked about it: abstract generator and title generator. So here you can put the abstract and you can generate a title. So let me take this paper, which I have a demo paper. It is about ECG signal. So here, let me keep that, paste that thing and generate a title. I have to just click on generate a title. Now this title is being generated, which is well and good, which is relevant, which I found relevant. So you can think about it. You can just try about it. And another part of it is where it is you have abstract generator. Paraphraser, I'm not using it, I have not used it, so I'm not sure about it. So this is again another part where let's say, because I have shown you, if you can recall, just recall to what I've shown you about the structure and from which you will be starting writing your paper. Abstract, title will be at the end, even this thing. So you must have been this part, figure, table, method, result, all that. Let's say you have all that. Likewise this abstract you do not have, so you have all this. So let me just take few of the, I do not know, it will take it will let me copy all that. I'm not sure it will take or not, but you can take other part of it. Okay, it has taken. So I've taken from introduction to up to the discussion part, up to the conclusion part, and now I want to generate a abstract out of it. So you can do with this app. So it is trying to generate the abstract from your written text. So in this case I found, earlier I made a video and I checked that the abstract that is being generated, it was not under AI generated text, because it has taken the word from your own word. So but you do a proofreading. Now this is the abstract. So if you see, the abstract should contain about introduction, about method, about result, about some bit about the future thing, and the conclusion. All the component of a structured abstract is present over here. So if I have not written abstract, though I've written over here, I can replace it if I found it with okay. So now I have this. So this again, can you can check it with you do a proofreading. Might be some word might have been missed out, or technical fault might be there. So you do a proofreading, and you can cross check with the uh, software that you have, and then you can think of submitting. So these are some tool again. This is with free some certain, I think you can perform some number of time you can generate this thing, or else you may not able to generate for that particular day or for that particular month. There might be some limitation to it. So these are two things. Another last one, I'll then we can take some edit GPT. This recently I have explored. There are a few more that I thought of exploring. So this is again, if you see here, there is a limitation of word count, 10,000 for word. That's why you can able to use it. And here you can able to perform proofreading, fix grammar, natural, improve, rewrite. Better to avoid rewrite. You can do it. Other thing. So let me log in, and I will try to show you how it works. This is edit GPT, and the chat GPT is behind it. It is backed by chat GPT. So now you see, once you log in with your account, you have this window. You can just simply click on new. Once you click on new, one sort of look WordPad sort of a window will open, and it will give you idea how to operate it. So what I'll do, I will simply take let me take this abstract and keep it over here. You see some word character that is being written over here, and the usage I have already used. um, so I have decreased it to 8,992 words. Now I have kept matlab, I have pasted the word over here, the text that I have selected, and proofread, but will not fix grammar. So I will click on grammar. So how it works, let's see. You see how it is working, and whatever changes it will make, it will be highlighted with the green color, and if you click on accept all, the changes has been made. So before that, you just overlook it, see if there is minor changes, no technical word, then you can keep on accept yes. So now it is being done. Then proofread, click on proofread. So it will do a proofread similar to that. If you want to improve, you can improve. You see, whenever you are performing some tasks, this word, this usage, that is decreasing for free account. When you are habituated with this platform and you need that, then you might think of upgrading it to pro. But do not simply just to upgrade it to pro. If you found it useful, then only you can think of upgrading. Here, when I click on improve, it has some paraphrasing it has tried to make, and which I found okay, so I can keep on accept all. And if I click on rewrite, I have to be careful because I'm not sure whether it will take it from some AI. You see, it is trying to rewrite, but with whereas performance is there, it has changed with accuracy, highlight is being changed with other thing. Then here you have to be careful. Here some word might be twisted. So do not perform certain command where it is rewriting completely, or you are making a complete paraphrasing with high intensity. So avoid those things. So I'll do reject all. So if it is okay, then I can take it to my final edited, let's say, abstract, and this is, let's say, my final edited abstract. So in that way I can fine tune it. But you have to do a proofreading. So this is what I thought of sharing today. There are n number of AI tools that are coming up, and I'm exploring it one by one. But those are somewhat useful towards literature review and other. Let me, yeah. Um, in like literature review and writing sort of assistance, I've thought of trying to cover it. And Do let me know if you have any query. Happy to address them.
Yes, participants, if you have any query, maybe you can unmute yourself and you can ask it. Any query related to AI tools that are discussed so far.
Somebody has written, what is the possibility in future that every text written by author will be shown as plagiarism? What is the future? Yeah, not plagiarism. Might be, there are few cases where people are saying that even human written text are under showing as AI detected. So the tools that are coming off, like the detector part, AI detector. So if those will be foolproof, somebody has to certify it, then only those tool can be taken into sort of regulation wise, and that can be treated. But not plagiarism again. We have a misconception about plagiarism and similarity, or this AI generated. Plagiarism is something like we're not giving credit and we're just pretending that that is our own work, that might been taken from somebody else's work. Whereas similarity is something, you have take your word are similar with the other texts that are published text. So the person who is evaluating it actually has to make a call whether that is just similar text and can be excused, or whether it is plagiarized, or so those are the thing. And you have seen, all wherever, Turnitin, Drillbit, whatever software there are there, they will not use the word plagiarism, they will use similarity index. And but we normally habituated of telling plagiarism and similarity index, both are sort of same.
Any other questions?
Can we upload the article which were downloaded from subscription to this free? Yeah, you can do it, because those are, not public platform. You'll be signing, you'll be, creating your profile. You are not sharing it to the public platform. There will be option to make it available to all. Keep it with your this thing, profile, then you can, obviously you can do it, because you are getting it from different sources that we know, and that will not question over here. So that you can do it, but do not make it public.
Any other question?
Some, can you use text generated from illicit tool directly? No, better not to use it. I've checked it once. The summarized content, and those are falling under AI detected part. If Because the regulation are not clear about it, AI, better not to use it directly. Once you got that, idea that what is the summary out of it, you can reframe it with your own word and cite it. That is the best way actually. Not only elicit, any AI tool. Citation manager demo I have not covered over here, but like Mendeley, or we can have Jotero. That what uh, it is being referred, Dr. Ravindra. So
Yeah, yeah.
those will be time taking. For later on we can think about it. We can. I have that. If you want to, you can visit my YouTube. I have made videos about Mendeley and Jotero, complete from installation to how to use it. I have made two video about it.
Okay. Okay. Any other question?
I'm in the chat box. I'm typing my channel.
Yeah.
You You can subscribe to it, you can stay connected, and anytime you can write to me. Anything else anyone like to ask, you can unmute and you can also let me know.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, one question.
yeah.
Whenever we upload some abstract or some paper in any of these AI tool, so does it available on the server later on? That means can it become the part of the plagiarism?
Oh, no, that's what, you have to look into their policy. I have checked whatever tool I have shown you, like SCI Space and other, they have clearly mentioned that they are not keeping it as sort of a repository, because they know somewhere you will be going to submit that document to a journal or somewhere. So, not blindly to any AI platform, but the tools that I have shown you, in those cases, they are not storing it. But I'm sure you are not checking your, unwritten abstract with this platform. You can check with the available literature, published literature. In that case, there is nothing to worry about. But your unpublished work, better to take another preventive, measure to that, because we are not sure, about all this tool, even though they are whatever they are talking about. So, but in their guideline, even what I have shown about abstract generator and title, they are not keeping it in their server. Even there is another way to generate it. I have the if you are using the what we say about what we call it, the chatbot of this let me just open it. I forgot the name. The edge, we use the Bing platform, sorry, the Bing AI. There also, what you can do is, your you can make it your, let's say, introduction to conclusion to a PDF. Open it in one browser, then open the with the Edge platform, and the Bing AI can be, used, and it can summarize it. Even you want to prepare a cover letter, you can make it out of it. Even you want to make a abstract out of it, it can be done. But again, if you are in hurry, you can do it, but again, you have to be careful. As of now, AI text were not detected, but never know. But those tools basically will help you to frame your mind. Sometime we this all this AI tool, earlier whenever you try to sit and write somewhere, we got stuck. So take this tool as assistive, tool, where you can learn something, and again, wherever you have stuck, you can come up from that portion. You will get the next line of it. So in that way, if you think, then using this tool will be, you will feel it good about using it. Or completely you will be dependent on this tool, then again, as I told, our human, the thinking process will be deviated, and again, we might fall in that trap of unethical practices.
Sir, one more
Yes, sir.
question.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
While preparing the thesis for
yeah,
the PhD,
yeah,
once our publications are done,
yeah,
can we just copy the content of the publication and whether it is included in the self plagiarism or
yeah, yeah.
similarity?
I got it. I asked that thing. I have not answered to that query earlier. So that has there are two part of it. Recently I'll take a case study. Uh, um, to our university, I'm part of this directorate of research for formulating these SOPs and other thing. Whenever we have gone through different, other university where they have this self plagiarism policy. They have a clear cut guideline, and they have stated, even NIT, here you have is Raipur, then we have quoted another, university. They have made a clear cut the certificate sort of, where your own paper can be taken into, or you can replicate the same content in your thesis if universities allows it. And in the declaration part or in the certificate, you have to mention that, or you have to cite that are from your paper. And again, in the thesis, you have to cite it, better to do footmark citation, and mention that that being adopted from your own published article. I will I'll give you another instance where during my PhD I asked my one of the publisher that I'm going to use the content, complete content in my thesis. So that is another way to take the sort of NOC, no objection sort of a thing from the publisher, and they will, all the publisher will happily agree to that. If they know that that is part of your PhD work, you can use it in the PhD work, because that you are not going to marketize it or sell it, or you are not going to make profit out of it. So there is no worry about it. So you can do that. If university is not allowing, better to get consent from the publisher, then submit that document to the university, that I have got the no objection from the publisher, and I can use it in my thesis. So in that way, you can convince the panel, and you can exclude that from self plagiarism. That is one thing. And if you have the policy, then that is well and good, you can exclude it. And better to, wherever you are doing, better to cite it, even though you got the NOC, cite it in your thesis. Hope I'm clear to that.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Any other question? I have one question. Like
Yes,
for
sir.
the authors, we calculate H index.
Yes, sir.
So is there any method for which we can calculate H index of the institute? Or
Yeah, that normally we fall in that, many of the time we take Scoopus. If you have the subscription to Scoopus, that is possible. But again, Scoopus, for the first 2000 document, I think it is giving us the H index of the institute. I have seen one case where the institute, they have created their Google Scholar profile with the institute name. So what is happening is all the paper that are being cited by the author, that is
yeah,
linking to their Google Scholar. But I'm not sure whether that is okay or not. But
okay,
I've seen, I will not name, two or three South Indian institute. They have made, uh, in case of author, they have put the institute name. So it
okay.
is taking, it is making the H index,
So
height and everything.
whosoever has cited the college name or institute
Yeah,
name, all
yeah,
those
it
papers.
will link to that.
Okay.
So that is one way. Well, you should not make it public, you can keep it private, and
Okay.
you can think of using it.
Because one of the NBA committee members asked us to calculate H index of the institute.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that time we were not able to, calculate it.
yeah, for author to how to, if there is, I do not know the standardized equation, how to take the all author and
Hmm.
make it to this, whether it will be cumulative or whether it will be average of that. So that we have to see, we have to take a reference to it. But Web of Science Scopus, as we have sort of this thing, we can do it. And through this, recently we have, I'll be starting a service where, like, this proofreading, somewhat up to Scopus,
Level.
author and institute, result analysis part or document. Let's say without access to Scopus, author or institute cannot get the complete data.
Hmm.
So that, I'm this from 1st of March, I'll be making a sort of a service, and I'll try to provide those document to the, to the author and institute. So we'll do that.
Any other question, participants, faculty members, researchers? If you have any questions, you can ask. Then otherwise we will stop. Okay, I think there are no more questions.
Okay.
So let me propose vote of thanks. So on behalf of Institute, KK Wag Institute of Engineering Education and Research, I extend thank you to the speaker, Dr. Akash Kumar Bhoi, because he has taken us through the research journey, right from the following ethical practices to the AI tools that can be used. Uh, Various tools he has explained to us by giving the demonstration of all those tools. Definitely, this will be useful to all the researchers. The only underlying thing is that they don't have to use as it is, they have to proofread it, they have to check the content, and then they have to use it for their research work. So thank you very much to the speaker and the participants, those who have attended this session. So we are about to close this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ravindra Munje, for inviting me,
Yeah.
and thank you for for listening to our talk. All the attendee. Thank you for this active participation,
Yeah.
and was happy. I'm happy to talk about it. I've talked about other with the other institute on various subject, but this is trending about AI. The usage you have to be
Right.
careful,
Right.
and thank you for inviting.
And definitely some of the faculty members and the researchers would like to connect with you in case they have some doubts.
Okay,
So
okay.
I
Yeah,
will
yeah,
share your details with them and they can directly talk with you.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I will share your YouTube channel link with them. They can go
yeah,
through all other videos as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. You can share the recording if you have recorded it.
Yeah, I have recorded it. I will share that recording also, those who were not able to attend, but
Yeah,
they can
yeah.
listen. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank.
I'll close down this.
Okay, thank you.